Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Facing Reality's Thankful Tuesday. Question of the afternoon is: what are your thoughts on the new COVID-19 restrictions? Please come on in and share your views with us. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I do hope you are having a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. If not, I pray that the afternoon gets better for you. Welcome to another live stream where you share your views with us to questions that we have posed. The first question that we have posed for the afternoon is: what are your thoughts on the COVID-19 restrictions that have been placed on Jamaica? Rock and come in and share your vibes with us. Share your views. Let's hear your thoughts and your opinions. This is Thankful Tuesday on Facing Reality. Welcome, Mr. DJ Duard in the building. Always showing up for Miss Facing Reality. I can count on him. Give me a second, DJ Duard. Let me invite you into this afternoon's shindig. Invite. Copied. All right, DJ Duard, that's the link so you can join the conversation. What are your thoughts on the new COVID-19 restrictions that Prime Minister Andrew Holness has placed on Jamaicans? What say you? What say you? Rock and come in and share your vibes, share your views. Come, let's have a conversation.
Hi to each and every one. Good night.
Good afternoon, DJ Dubois in the building.
Yes,
How
Manuel,
are
I
you
hear.
doing this afternoon?
Well, I have some catching up to do.
We certainly do.
Yeah, I got some catching up to do, man. And right now, this is the live I want to be. I want to really touch on that topic, because although I live in Trinidad, I have a lot of friends in Jamaica. And plus, out of the Caribbean, Jamaica is the most influential country. We cannot debate that, we cannot dispute that. That is facts.
Which is right.
Yeah, it is right. It is right. Because you all have Usain Bolt, Bob Marley, and the list can go on. Jimmy Cliff. No, they can go on and on. But let us stray from the topic. Let us hit the hammer right on the nail. I saw the video, I saw the video.
All right. Before you go on, DJ Duard, for those who might just join or who have not yet joined, what video are you talking about?
The video with the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Okay.
Said, well, he sat down to take the vaccine. When he sat down, nothing penetrated his skin.
So you're basically saying that he didn't take the vaccine. It was just a ploy.
It's just a ploy. And not only I saying that, numerous citizens of the country
saying that he didn't take it.
Yes, they are saying that, and we did not watch the video once alone. No, numerous times we watched it, and a lot of bloggers come out and speak about it, and I agree because I watch it very carefully. We we're not bashing the government in no kind of way
No,
because
we're not.
because
And I hope persons
yes,
who are listening
yes,
in
we are
don't
not,
think that is what we're
yes,
doing.
yes,
We're
yes,
not bashing the
we're
government
not,
in no way,
no,
shape, or form.
no,
But at the end of the day, persons are entitled to their
yes,
respectful
yes,
opinion.
the people have, yes, because listen, the reason why I bring this topic up because people people have their lives to live after you take the 2 shot, you have your life to live after this, you know.
True.
Yes, you have your life, yes. Yes, it just only takes one mistake in this world to hinder you, you know.
True.
Yeah, and we are not telling nobody do not take it, you know. We are not telling people do not take it. We are not saying that. We just
No,
saying
we're
you
not.
do what you have. No, you.
Right.
We say
At the end of the day, I
yes.
think each individual has to make the best choice for them.
Yes, yes, yes. The best choice is for you. Yes, yes. So all I saying, don't go into battle, but out. Don't go into battle like an unthinking horse. You're going to get licked up. So I want to touch on the curfew now. Who go the reddish? Well, listen. As I said, I'm from Trinidad, but I have a lot of friends in Jamaica, and they say that will hinder. Cause I know a lot of them they say there's hustle and all kind of things. So that
Uh-huh.
will hinder their money, the money making.
One of my biggest concerns before this new restrictions is a lot of persons were not taking the pandemic serious. They keep saying it's not going anywhere, so what's the difference? They You still have persons who are going out without masks. You still have persons who are not social distancing. And the sad part about it is you mostly see young people
Yes,
not conforming. And the persons who are actually dying in Jamaica are the older persons who are the ones who are actually conforming, who are staying home. So it simply means then that the younger persons are then taking home the viruses to them, and their immune systems are not as strong as it used to be. So they're not able to fight off the virus. Plus, they already have pre-existing conditions, and this is why I knew something harsh was going to come, and this is what we as Jamaicans tend to do. We don't take heed, and then when the consequences comes from our actions, then we find everybody else to blame except ourselves. He kept saying to us, if we don't get the numbers down, we are going to take tighter measures. If we don't stop having the illegal parties, we are going to have to put in tougher measures. Now everybody's saying he's unfair, he's unfair, he's unfair. My biggest thing is I didn't think he would go as far as to stop face to face for students who are doing exit exams,
yes,
seeing that
yes,
exam starts in April and we are a couple days away from April. So that one was kind of a shock to me because I was like, but CXC starts in April. I have so much things that I still have to do. And then when they keep saying that students have up until May 1st to defer, students are not what they are not telling the students and parents is you can't defer without certain implications. In order for you to be considered to for deferment, you would have had to complete your school-based assessment for whatever subject that you are doing, and then you would defer on the basis saying that you don't think you would have completed enough content. So a student who has not yet done an SBA or a student who has not yet completed their SBA cannot defer. And I think that
no,
is unfair and that is stupid because you still have students who, even though they have paid for the subject, they are not coming on online and they're still not turning up face to face for whatever reasons, for whatever struggles that they are having, they are not turning up. So I think the deferment should not have so much restrictions on it. Seeing that the students have already paid their money, you still have students who you have not seen since October. So
Yes.
I was not ready for that part of the restriction. And some of the restrictions, like on weekends, you're closing down at 12 o'clock, but persons are still expected to turn up for work. Come on, there has to be a line that I just feel as if that the 12 o'clock thing is a bit, it's a bit harsh. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But as I said, I knew some tougher measures were going to come.
Yeah.
I just didn't
Yeah.
think it would affect the
Yeah.
education system more than it is already affecting it.
Yeah. Yeah. You see the people. You see the people who rebelling. I with them 100%. And I, watch now. Listen to them. I just deal with justice and all. And you see right now over. I, I know just now the measures while I get it going and come to our country soon and not no like. I just fella just pick up on things fast. Let me show you this. You see the people who rebelling. Boy, I wish I could rebel with them. You know why? What about violence and crime? What crime higher than the pandemic right
True.
now? Yes, yes.
That is so true.
The crime
More
higher than the
persons are dying
yes.
to
To the
gun
guns, to the
violence
guns, to the guns, to the guns. Yes,
than this.
yes,
So
yes.
and I think for since COVID has come in, I think it has now, crime has not been the focus
Yes.
of our issues, of our deeper
And, and,
issues. It's just COVID.
and crime higher than the pandemic right now. Yes, yes. And I find it unfair. So the people who rebelling, I know what they're rebelling for, They're rebelling for justice. I know what the people rebelling for, because they can't take it no more, The people can't take it no more. All right. Listen, Listen. So now, supposing this going for another 3 years now, oh, go on.
It's going to be a long, harsh 3 years. That much I know.
What? If this,
It, it, they say things always get worse before it gets better. So I'm
boy,
hoping better
why you can't,
is,
better?
is
Boy,
right
me,
here.
I cut out better in my vocabulary long time ago. No, serious,
DJ
because
Duwad in the building, people. He said he has eliminated the word
at,
better
at time,
from his
yeah, I eliminate better,
vocabulary. Question
Yeah,
of the afternoon
yeah.
is: what are your thoughts on the new COVID-19 restrictions? If you are not over here sharing your views, you are definitely missing out.
Watch.
Come on over and check us out.
Listen, the people cannot listen on an empty belly. The people cannot listen with nothing sustainable. See, and a child cannot learn. A child cannot learn in an unstable environment
True.
and hungry too. Hungry is a serious thing, and hunger is a serious thing. So listen, you see the people who rebelling and unruly, once they're not killing nobody and they're not harming nobody, and they're all for the rights, because your rights taken away slowly. People go say, "Boy, Dawood, you're talking madness," but your rights taken away slowly. Because right now, all over the world, the government have a play. The government can implement anything right now. The system can make any move right now, right? And they could draft up any legislation right now.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. They can make
I
this.
think also there has to be better communication from the government side. I think I think they are not understanding. You have so many persons who have lost their jobs. You have so many businesses that are considered to be small businesses that have either closed their doors, or they're still struggling to maintain opening, because they have staff to pay
Yeah.
and different things. Hi Tamara, good evening. Welcome to the conversation. And I think the one-off payment that they gave, I think that is not good enough. That is definitely not good enough. I think they can do more, and they are choosing not to do more than what they are doing. I
That is
understand
that is
that
what.
yes,
Yes.
we are in a pandemic, But I feel as if you need to also remember the persons of lower society that are not government workers, that are not business owners who are able to maintain their businesses on their own. You have to take those persons into consideration, because at the end of the day, they all have families that are looking to them. Some of them have workers that have not been paid in so long, and it's not as if they don't want to pay. They are just not in a position to pay, and that's a harsh reality that we face, that they're facing. And I think they can do much better than what they have doing every single year. As I've said before on this platform, every single year, or every single government that has ever um come in power has have had cases of public sector persons wasting the government's purse. You hear nothing of it. You see nobody being arrested. You see nothing is being done. Persons are just given a different portfolio, or they're sent on paid leave, and nothing comes of it. Why is it that the citizens who are paying taxes, why is it that they can't benefit now that they are in need? Why is it that now that they're on their faces, they are not able to get something back from the government? It's not, I don't believe it's fair. And I also think, not because persons claim to think that because you work for the government, you have a salary that is so cushy. It's not. Because teachers have not gotten a sensible raise in years. And I'm sure this year, when wage talks comes up, because I'm sure I heard him say it already, that there will be no increase. It's not a wage freeze, but they are not in a position to increase. But yet still, you want to approve building a parliament building that is going to cost so much money. And you have persons who have lost their jobs and have not worked in over a year, and some of the persons, not everybody got the first set of grant. So why not give another grant for persons who had not gotten the first grant? Why are you pushing to build a building now that is not really necessary? I don't think that is where your focus should be. You need to remember the persons who elected you to be where you are, to be making the decisions that you are making. And this is my issue with the government. We're not thinking about the persons who put them where they are. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're a People's National Party voter, you're a Jamaica Labour Party voter, you're an independent voter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we are all Jamaicans, and you can't say you're for the people and you're going to bring prosperity when persons have lost their jobs and they still did not get the $10,000 grant that you were giving out, and there's nothing in place to at least put a smile on their faces. That makes no sense. And then now you're going to come with a vaccine and say persons over 65 who take the vaccine, who are not working over 1.5 million for the year, qualify for $10,000. You have to do better than that. And I don't think persons taking the vaccine you shouldn't be giving money. Let me rephrase that. You shouldn't be marrying an incentive to the vaccine. Remember, some persons over 65 have not worked in a year. Some of them did not, as I said before, did not qualify for the first grant that you had given out. Why not give a second one? Why are you marrying taking the vaccine to it? Isn't it a choice for them to take the vaccine or not? It's not mandatory, so it's a choice.
No, listen, right? And they just my perspective, because right now I miss yet, You see, everything what I say come true so final.
Yes, DJ.
No, listen.
Yes,
You know why? Because I thinking outside the box. Listen, right? Listen, and what one say here, it going to come true soon. Listen what and listen, they say in Trinidad, right?
Mm-hmm.
When this whole shenanigans start, The health minister said, no, you don't need to wear no mask. And later down 2 weeks, you see everybody put on mask now. All right. Same thing they say with the vaccine, it's not mandatory. Just now, this thing going to be mandatory, right? Listen, you know why? You know why? You know why it's going
Why?
to be mandatory? Because the businesses and them going to make it mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, because you can't enter businesses without a mask.
Yeah. So what you feel if you don't have the vaccine, you could enter business place? Uh-huh.
I'm hoping
No,
it doesn't.
listen.
I'm hoping it doesn't get
No,
there.
you don't have to hope, because if you don't have if you do you know it have a COVID passport?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Have a
but I
COVID
think that the
passport.
World Health Organization, if I'm not mistaken, came out and didn't agree with it. They're saying no, that would not be fair to countries
Boy,
who are not able to afford the
hey,
vaccine. So I think that
hey,
is where
listen,
their plans went
listen,
left.
listen. Everybody country getting this vaccine. They want everybody to take this. No lie. They wish they could have gave to the dog and all the stray dogs and all. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yes. Listen, what about crime and violence? The Caribbean right now high on crime, violence, and robbery and murder.
I think
Telling
we
you.
have forgotten about that.
Yes. Listen, you know what? You know why I know they're running games for this pandemic? Because what about the cancerous? What about high blood pressure? Stress is the #1 killer in the world. Where all the
repeat,
sickness gone?
repeat,
Where all the sickness
repeat that
gone?
again for me, DJ Dua. What did you say?
What about the
What
cancer
did
gone?
you
The
say?
stress. Stress is the #1 killer in the world.
What did you say? Stress is the number
The
one
number
killer
one
in the
killer in the world. Stress. All right. What about high blood pressure, heart failure? What
world.
about kidney problem? It don't have anything again then. Everything on the TV is about this pandemic. That's why I will sift them out every day. And guess what? Guess what? You know what I'm very hurtful about? What about the artists and them long time who used to stand up and sing positive song? Born Rome, born this, born dirty living, live up clean, love one another. What about the Rastas? You know the Rastas and them was the last line of defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Rastas and them had an order that 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 right now we really need them to to bring a little to sprinkle a little goodness in the air. No,
I think
Babylon buy them. They
everybody
buy
is
them.
busy fighting their own fear
No,
of this
no, they're
pandemic
not.
and the
No, no,
fear of
I
the unknown and the
no.
uncertainties that is coming
Listen,
our way.
listen. Not you believe saying this thing start never frighten me yet. It never frightened me. No, I never been scared once in my life. No, never been scared, not once in my life. Because you know why? I know it are real games behind this. I know it are real games behind this. I know
You
it are
know
real
who is
games
behind
behind
this?
this. Yes,
I didn't know. I didn't get it. I didn't hear what you said. I was
I know.
asking.
I say it are real games behind this, and the world leaders and them playing games. The
Okay.
world leaders, because the world. All right, listen, right. So in my country, right. Do you
Mm-hmm.
know it have person in my country like corporate? They own corporate entities, and it have one group of family in my country own the majority of Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
Yes, yes, they call the shots, Not not really the government, because they own the majority of assets in the country. So they have more assets than the government.
Oh,
Yes, yes, yes.
that's interesting. So
So every
basically, they they would have more say than the government.
yes,
Oh wow.
yeah, because they own all the big um plazas and they own all the big shopping malls and all the groceries. Yes.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Tamara Recipe says, I do have faith, but sometimes we have to wonder what's going to happen to us. She says, I don't believe in the vaccine. I said, I'm afraid of injections, but my problem with the vaccine is the unknown and the fact that it was made so quick. It was made so quick, and the fact and the fear, not fear, and the unknown of what exactly is going to happen when you take it. Because remember, it it's going to affect everyone differently.
Yes, but listen, it might not affect, it might affect John today, but what about 3 years down the line?
Right, and that's one of my concerns as well.
No,
Like, you
listen.
don't know if you're going to grow an extra ear, an extra eye, or what. You don't know
Listen,
because it was made so quick. Normally, vaccines take years, and this was made
10
so quick.
years.
So that's one of my concerns of it, the unknown. Welcome, Jordan Hyman LFC in the building. Jordan, the question of the afternoon is, what are your thoughts on the new COVID-19 restrictions? Tamara said, I think they're trying to kill us or control us. DJ Duwad, you and Tamara share the same mindset. She said, I think they're trying to kill us or control us.
Yeah. No, they're trying to do both, they're trying to do both.
I in all honesty, I just think God is near. The Bible is fulfilling itself, and God is near.
That is why. Yes,
we have to
that is why.
Make peace.
Yes.
And start living right.
Yes.
If we were not doing so before, start living right. And live for God. I mean, there at this point in time, there's nothing out there. COVID has not taught us anything, It's supposed to teach us and not really out a road feel.
You see the kill part for sure, but you see the control part, they don't control us already. Because they don't tell you when to go, when to come. Yes, they don't control us already.
Because you're restricted in your movement.
Come on, man, they don't control you already. They don't control you already.
Alright, let me ask another question. Oh, Tamara says, even though the vaccines that we received while we were toddlers, I think that's why people are having all kinds of illnesses. So she's saying basically, even though you were vaccinated when you were younger, that's why people are having all types of illnesses.
Yes, that is true. That is true. She is so correct. Yes, that is so correct. And Johnson & Johnson is a killer.
Yes, because if you and I don't understand, and this is my other issue with the government of Jamaica, right? You see certain things that are sold here, they can't be sold anywhere else. Why?
No.
Why are we accepting substandard
you know why?
Products?
You know why?
Why?
Because I just call them 30 pieces of silver. They sell out for 30 pieces of silver.
I'm just saying they be pulling a Peter on us, Mr.
They're pulling a big one. Yeah, they're pulling a big one.
Oh,
I know. They're pulling a big one, yes. The pocket on line already,
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, my next question for the afternoon is, do you think though that the new measures are going to decrease the numbers, the COVID numbers?
Why? To me, it's games them running, You don't understand, right? All right, they started to show the vaccine in all the country. So they have to come on TV and lie and say going up for people to get frightened to run and take it. How you want them to run and take it?
So you're saying the numbers go up because they want us to take the vaccine, and then once you start taking it, then the numbers are gonna go down.
Yeah. They're controlling.
DJ Duwad in the building. Always have a different point of view. He's so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
This is my special guest in the building, DJ Duwad, with question. What are your thoughts on the new COVID restrictions? And now we're asking, do you think these new restrictions are going to cause the COVID numbers to go down.
Nah,
Welcome, Penny's the vlog in the
it
building.
can't go down. It wouldn't go down,
You may continue, DJ Duard.
No, it ain't gonna go down until half the country vaccinated, because they have to put the people in a fear mode, No, they have to put the people in a fear mode. Oh God, look how much case. Let me run to take the vaccine. Why is it what them take it? Huh? Why is it what them
What
take
are
it?
you saying? What are you saying, DJ Duard? You're saying it's not gonna go down till half of the population is
Take it, take it.
vaccinated.
Yeah, all right. How we know? How all you know them is right numbers?
That's the thing. And also what I've known too is that when you take the test sometimes, even after the 14 days quarantine period is over, nobody calls you to tell you if you are positive or negative. And you find some persons go about their daily business because nobody calls them to say, hey, you don't have it, or hey, you do have it. So sometimes it makes me wonder when they're talking the numbers on the news, is
No.
it for persons who you have contacted or just persons who did the test?
Listen, right? Listen. So what about the other illness? I'm not hearing about the other illness. Where the other illness? You know how much the normal flu kill every year.
I know that,
So
DJ
why
Duan.
you
I
mix?
know.
So what about the cancer and them? What about the cancer case? So all you
Those
do
have taken a break.
that taking a break?
I think so. I don't know. I'm
So
just
people stop
saying.
dying. So people stop dying from other illness. Then no, I am listen. If they put me and them to sit down in a room, I'm gonna make them look small,
That's why they
No,
ain't. That is why they're not inviting us to the table,
no,
sir.
they
They
can't
don't
invite us to
invite
the
us
table.
to the table.
It's one person that we invite is me, No, they can't. No, because I will bust this whole thing wide open. No, and I want some doctors to sit around the tables too. So if they feel they can use big words, I will use my
Right.
small one.
Funny enough, he was on Sunday talking, right? And I was listening after the live had ended. I was listening a part of it, and was like, the regular Jamaican. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Persons who I'm not saying this to hurt anybody's feeling, but I don't know how to say it any other. Persons who are not as educated as them. Some of them will not understand what they're saying because they're not bringing the information to them for them to understand. And it's just sad because you would have persons tuning in, and at the end of it, they don't understand one thing that was said because of some of the words that they're using.
Yeah. All
Oh,
I know, all I know, listener, all I know, they can't trick me, they can't fool me. You know why they can't fool me? Because Bunton was out and stunting for election.
DJ Duard, I wonder if he lives
Listen,
in Jamaica. Mr.
listen.
DJ Duard in the building saying
No,
Peter Bunting
I
was out and
no, yeah, I look,
stunting.
yeah. When he's supposed to be out and working, not out and stunting, He's supposed to be out and working, but you're out and stunting, it's
Oh
stunting.
my God,
Yeah,
DJ Duard.
yes. You're supposed to be out and working, but you out and stunting, and the prime minister take on the slang as bro God, because you know why? He have to use this slang to manipulate the people to draw them in.
I just think we can do better as a people. We can do better as a nation. But I think those who are leading us are
Not right.
the Bible says people without vision will perish, and
Yes, yes,
I think our vision has
yeah.
become a bit cloudy.
What?
I think some of the decisions that are being made are not being made with the citizens' the best interest at heart. I know that there is no one decision that is going to factor in everybody's opinion, but I think um you should be in a place to see that, hey, this half of the population has not worked in a year.
Yeah.
Most of them did not qualify for the grant that you have given. What can we do as a government to assist persons? What can we do to make the lives of the Jamaican people better?
No.
And I don't see those questions being answered. Okay, Tamara, no problem. Welcome, Coach's Desk. I don't see those questions being answered,
No.
and for me that's not acceptable, because no, you are going to have an increase in crime, because you have so much hungry belly people out there now, because them basically now work. They think that um crime is the only way for them to get something to eat. Coach's Desk says, personally, I don't think the curfew will solve the issue. That's my opinion as well, Coach's Desk. As I said before, I knew tougher measures were going to come, but I didn't think it would have been a 12 o'clock starting curfew. I
Listen,
also
right?
didn't think that you would have punished the students who are going to be sitting exit exams that are not controlled by Jamaica, because CXC isn't controlled by Jamaica. I didn't think that you would have punished. That would have been your stance. I think something else needs to be the case. You keep saying persons are gonna be charged if they are caught breaching certain laws. But then when you hear is that they pay a $1,500 fine, they pay $6,000 fine. The fines need to match the crime, and they are currently not matching the crime. But why not try making, since you are saying persons are not wearing their mask when they are going out, why not make it a crime if they're seen without the mask? But I don't think the curfew is gonna solve the problem, because when a curfew starts at 12 o'clock and persons are, remember, not everyone in Jamaica drives their own personal car, which means persons are gonna be trying to get home. That's going to just create more panic and more accidents that we really don't want, because remember, hospitals currently don't have any beds. So these are some of the things that we need to think about and think about properly. Coach's Desk says a schedule should be used where persons with a particular last name visit certain basic places like tax office, supermarkets, and other agencies. Not bad. Do you agree with that, DJ Duward? With a schedule
Well,
being used to access certain place to reduce the number of persons who turn up? Because if you try doing business at the tax office in Jamaica, that's a whole day business.
listen, and here I getting that right. If right now it was to fit the government narrative, people would have been all over the street parading like Sting, like Song First right now, because when election was going on, they didn't care. They didn't business. They didn't, no, seriously, they didn't cater. They didn't cater. They didn't have business. When election was going on, it was like a stage show, and they didn't care, and they didn't business. So why all your business now? Why the business now? And
Because they want us, welcome Miss Carter, because they want us to not do as they say, something like that.
so the what? So the what?
I don't know, but as I
Listen,
said, I just don't think the curfew is the solution.
all I don't want, you see the little rights we did had, the little rights. The people are going to give up their rights in the name of fear, and I don't see it going and happening. It don't happening already,
Mhm.
I don't miss, I don't miss any name. Why people running from things they can't see? You can't see a ghost, you're running from it. Why you running from a ghost? Or why you frightened for what you can't see? You can't see it and you're frightened. Why you frightened? You can't see it. They say you can't see the so-called thing with our people and our friends and you're running. You can't see it. What you running from where you can't see? Hmm? You can't don't see it. Why you running from it for? You can't. It could be laying down in your bed at night time. You remember, you can't see this thing, the thing. So where you running?
We're running from the
Where running going?
unknown.
You're running from the unknown, but only mad people that run from the unknown. You believe that? No, but this is serious thing. If you really sit down and logic out this thing, why? But listen, as they bring up something in the Bible, but the Bible, you know how to draw for the Bible. How to draw for the Bible in this one, right? In the Bible also said, man will die from lack of knowledge, right?
Yes, it is.
And the Bible, oh yes, but this is my favorite part in the Bible right now, because right now I reach Revelation, I reach Revelation, and I say this every day. The Bible said it will have a time that we will not be able to buy or sell. No, it had a part in the Bible, no? Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying that's where we are now, right?
Where we are now, it can come in gradually, slowly, because you can't go nowhere without the master now.
The Bible is fulfilling its mandate.
Yes.
As I said earlier, we just have to go closer to God. Hold a minute there. Stacy said that's risky. They tried that in Portmore and it failed. Oh, okay. So she's saying they tried the last name scheduling and it didn't work in Portmore, St. Catherine. I think, Stacey, why that didn't work, I think that came out when the lockdown came with no notice. It was just like bam, 8 o'clock tonight there will be a lockdown, and tomorrow persons with last name of A to F are allowed to go shopping. I think that was where that failure came in, because it was just such a short notice that persons maybe thought that they would not have gotten the opportunity to go and shop if they didn't have that last name. So I don't know, maybe we can try it a different way. But as I said, the lockdown in the curfew, 12 o'clock curfew is not the answer. You may continue, DJ.
Yes, the only thing I heard for is the youths. The youth, the late children and them, that's the only thing I sorry for, Yeah.
That's the only thing that you are sorry for?
Yeah, sorry for the youths alone, Yeah, for the little toddlers and them. The little toddlers and them, yeah. Who big them bigger already, So what about the youth? They really say the youths are the future, So what's going on with the future? Because listen, education don't spiral out of madness right now. You know how much children left behind right now? True. In the world?
True.
Yeah. In the world, yes, who don't have no devices and things. They don't even have internet running water.
And then you have the biggest problem is you have some persons who have a device but they have no internet connection, or they have internet connection but they don't have any device. So a lot of students are being left behind, and I am not hearing anything pertaining to that. I'm not hearing how do we plan to address that. I'm not hearing that. I'm still waiting on that.
You're winning that right now. They're winning that right now. They're so concerned about vaccinating the people and dealing with this pandemic. They do business about nothing else. Crime can be high. They have no business about crime, They have no care about crime nowhere in the world right now. And I hear nobody addressing crime. I'm not hearing that and that. But crime is out of hand in my country and all in Trinidad. Crime is out of hand. But the government not really addressing crime. The money telling you about don't go down this road, don't go down that road, and they put in the after 6 o'clock we can't go in the sea, The beach lock off,
Oh, we don't. Our beaches here have been closed. Churches have been ordered closed as well. Only 10 persons are allowed to be at church, and their names are to be submitted to the police station in your parish. Also, funerals are now 30 minutes. if I'm not mistaken. I stand to be corrected. I had written it down somewhere. I'm not seeing it now, but I know. I think it's funeral services are to be now.
Yeah.
Let me not say funeral service. Burials are now to be 30 minutes, and um, weddings are now down to 15. So
Yeah.
there are a lot of restrictions, and there are a
Yeah.
lot of changes that um came because of some persons not following the um
Protocol, the
the
protocol.
protocols that have been put in
Yeah.
place. But as I said earlier, I didn't hear anything mentioned about how are we going to capture the students who we have not been capturing. How are we going to assist the students who are lacking whatever resources that they may be lacking. Um, I think we're failing our future, and we need a future. So if we're failing our future, what does that mean for our future? I don't know.
In this Buju Bantan song, all who could afford to running on, but what about those who can? What that song? You
They
know
will
that
have
line
to
in Buju
pay.
Bantan song?
They
Oh,
will have to pay. That's what it
oh,
says, isn't it?
yeah,
It says that
yeah.
they will
But
have to
yes,
pay. He said,
yes.
opportunity, it's a scarce commodity.
Oh,
Jordan, what is your answer to the question? Stacy does not wish to share that information, Jordan. Do not let me put you in timeout. What is your answer to the question? What are your thoughts on the COVID-19 restrictions? If you ask that question one more time, Jordan, you are going to be removed from this platform. Do not, do not let me put you in timeout, Jordan. You may continue, DJ Duward. My apologies for that.
yes. So I know, boy. When I tell you, I really feel it for the youth. So you see, they always saying the children, the youth are the future, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Somehow I'm not seeing it.
Hmm.
I'm not seeing it. I want to see it, but I'm not seeing it. Because I know after this whole shit and again it's done because the place gonna be in shambles, I know.
Mhm.
Because listen, the world can't take another year at this.
I definitely don't think so either.
No,
I don't think so either.
it can't
Something
take a
has
next.
to give.
But I know the world is due for a real destruction. No, it have
Oh,
it in the
Lord.
Bible, it have it in the Bible. You remember the Bible is um the Bible is prophesying itself right now, so that's where I coming from right now. And they where I getting all my hints and my little that how I dilly dally and dancing right now. Yeah,
Oh, Lord, have
that is
mercy on us.
yeah.
Lord, whatever your plans are, we ask that
No,
you
listen,
keep us in
listen.
mind
Yes, he
through
will do
this
that.
trying period.
Yes, he will do that. He will do that. But the word have to fulfill. So we could only chat. We could only chat and jump up and down. But you see, that what in the book they must fulfill. It had to come true. That one thing I know for sure, for sure, for sure. That had to fulfill. So you could jump up and down and do what you want. That is sure. But you see what the government do earlier, I don't like that scene. That not how to deal with the people. They give only any extra money or anything to sustain the people.
No, they have not. As I said before, they did when
Well,
it just came out, but not everyone qualified for it.
yeah.
So you have a lot of persons
So
who
all
have
right,
lost their jobs, but they did not benefit from it. They were not able to make a claim.
all
Hold
right.
your point there, DJ Duward.
Yeah,
Stacy said corruption has to flatten for crime to go down. In my opinion, bad men are close friends of government and security forces. Some of the security forces are criminals themselves. Oh my God.
yes,
And she
yes.
told
All
no
right.
lies.
Yes.
She
If the
told
head rotten,
no
what going
time.
the body? If the head rotten, the body rotten.
She told no
It start from
lies.
the head, and the head ain't corrupt. Yeah, the head corruption. That like it all everybody in corruption, police and judge and lawyers and magistrate and politicians. So the whole place wired right now and fishy right now. So that means for the Easter, all going to still be on this lockdown, right?
Say that again.
So for the Easter, we're coming up, or let's get 2 weeks for the Easter, something like that.
Yeah, no, DJ Duward. I think all the restrictions are lifting the 13th of April. So for the Easter weekends, I think the curfew starts at 12 p.m. I stand it to be corrected. If it doesn't start at 12, it's gonna start a little
So
bit
that
later.
means,
But all the three
oh,
weekends starting Friday coming. So it would be Friday. Friday would be the second. Then the following weekend, which would be the ninth, and the yes. So it's no, sorry. It starts the 27th, which is Saturday coming, and the 2nd of April to the 9th. So all he'll talk about whatever changes he's going to make or continue on April 13th. So for the Easter weekend, you're all staying inside.
listen, right, listen. Yeah, you see when this first thing bust out and they say, I, I never fear once in my life. You know why? Because what I'm saying don't add up. Listen, listen. You know why? You know why? They listen because they lie. The truth will always stand. That the only thing will stand. Because when somebody tell one lie, the other keep on telling a lie. Listen, right? First they say, listen. First they said come from back, then they change it.
So
Listen,
what you're
hear the
saying,
lie.
DJ, is they don't
Listen,
know what
listen.
caused it,
Listen, no, they know,
or they
because
know but they ain't telling
they
us.
know because they just fooling around and had the people in their friends, because they are the agenda. First they said come from bat, right? Right, everybody jump on the bandwagon. I say, nah man, foolish thing, man. That can't come from no bat. Listen, then after they change it, it gone airborne now. Yeah, then after they say this thing is an airborne thing, you can't see it. First they come from battered, then after they change and lie and say gone airborne. Then after, right, listen, the mask go work and the social distancing go work, right? The mask and the social distancing go work. So if the mask had working, the social distance working, and quarantine yourself for 14 days working, what you need a vaccine for? But I thought the rest of things was working. Even if you take the vaccine, you still have to put on the mask and
You still
social
have to,
distance.
yes.
So why are you taking the vaccine for?
Because I even during a press conference, I think somebody asked, I think a journalist asked the question that if persons who are traveling from overseas countries that are vaccinating all its citizens, if you have already been vaccinated, do you still need to be quarantined when you got here? They said yes. And you also have to wear your mask, even though you have
No,
been vaccinated. And even though
no,
you would
no.
have needed a negative test result in order to come here. So I don't know. Some of their
So
additions they're not connecting. And I don't know
so
why.
so now a person sitting down in front of the television, right? Or listen that on the radio, can't see it's foolishness they're talking. That is foolishness they're talking. That is dwarfishness. If the vaccine is to help you, why you still have
So
to
yes,
put on the social
Stacy's
distance?
correcting me. She said yes, Thursday. So everything starts on Friday to Thursday.
So all
I know
right,
it
so
starts Friday.
Saturday you count. All right. So
So
sorry to cut you. So
even markets are to be closed early as well. So it's a lot. The restrictions are a lot. And
yeah.
then
So
the sad part about it is you go to the supermarkets and there are not a lot of stuff to choose from. Most of the shelves are empty. So even if you say you're trying to beat the hustle and bustle that will come starting tomorrow to the weekend, you can't, because you would have basically wasted a day, because there are not a lot of goods on the shelf to supply your needs. So
Yeah,
that those are some of the factors that they should have taken into consideration. As I said before, they're making the decisions, but they're not thinking about the persons who are of
no,
lower income.
you you feel
They're
them don't
not
know
thinking
what.
about the persons
No, you no,
who
you
work in
feel
the market, the
no,
persons who sweep the streets. Not thinking about them.
you feel them thinking about them. The well know because them that high on top of you feel them and know they know well what they're doing. That's why I just always call a spade a spade. Yes, they know what they're doing. You know, you feel them and know when this whole shenanigans start. I seen a lot of people just going mad and crazy and buying up all the toilet paper like mad people. What it's a real mad people in this world, you know. Listen, right? That's why they say you must never follow the majority. Because if the majority going down a hole, don't follow them as you go end up in that same hole. No. Yeah.
It's just a sad situation all over.
You're right,
I
that
I mean,
situation.
we just gotta look to God, and we gotta trust him. We gotta have a closer relationship with him, because I feel at this point in time he is the only home. As DJ Duwad Stacy said, you asked a very good question. I just feel as if um there's there he's the only solution right now, because
Yeah,
I
he's a
think the
very
leaders
solution.
are leading blindly in some regards.
Yeah, listen, no, listen, no, listen. You know what I say I never miss because I always look at things differently, you know. Listen, right? I always look at things differently. Listen, why all them all right? So all the influence, the people and them who sign with them corporate, but all right, who signed the jail, them as corporate and all them thing, right? They actually telling the influence, the people who are role who people use as role models and thing to tell the
Mhm.
people and them to go take it. They ain't telling they're not telling the people and them to choose whether to take it, not yes or no, you know. They're telling the artists to tell the people go take the vaccine. Why you don't tell the people to choose?
I don't
No, the
know.
force, no, the forcing this down the people throat, you know. Yeah,
Stacy said it's total confusion.
it's real confusion. But it ain't no confusion for me, no, because I don't make them out for who they is already. Yeah. It's just I just wish the rest of people in the world could just sit down and think for a moment, you know. That what going on with the people in the world, you know, they're not thinking, they're just gullible. Just because they see a pig fly on social media, you know, and they see a pig fly on TV, they go in and say, well, that would I now see a pig fly on Facebook. There, you know, pig flying now, not knowing it's some cartoon thing or some jokey thing, you know. Pig really can't fly, you know. I'm telling you, you know. I know.
Stacy said, I've been there today and I'm staying away for the next 2 weeks. It's crazy. Yes, Stacy, I went today as well, because I exams are going on for me now. So I had one exam this morning that no student turned up for. So after the exam had finished, I decided that, you know what, I'm just gonna go, because I wanted to go on Thursday, but when I looked, I'm going to have two exams on Thursday. So I said, this is impossible. So I was like, okay. When I went, half the shelves were empty, and some persons were stocking shelves, but it was not for items that I wanted. So you had a list, and you came home with like half of the stuff, and another half you didn't get. So for me, that was a big waste of time. The market was the same thing, because most persons were were not selling. Their stalls were up, and what was there, it was a struggle to actually find what I wanted, because I buy with my eyes. So if it's not appeasing to my eyes, I ain't buying it. especially when it comes down to food. I am very picky when it comes down to food. So it was basically a waste of time, in my opinion. And I can just bet when tomorrow comes or it gets closer to the week, it's gonna be crazy, because I mean, it was packed. The place was packed. The place was packed. I mean, if you took up a biscuit and you were indecisive about getting the biscuit, by the time you put it back on the shelf, somebody's there waiting to take it out, because there was not a lot of stuff in the supermarkets or the markets. So I can only imagine how tomorrow going on to Friday um is gonna look. And as I said before, some things you have to think about persons who who hustle to get a meal. It's just sad. And I was saying to someone yesterday that in times like these, we definitely need to be our brothers and sisters keepers. A lot of persons we have become so heartless. We have become so heartless to other persons. And I yesterday I don't remember what I was doing. I think I was complaining for a second about something that I wanted to do, that I didn't do it how I thought it would look. And for some reason I was standing at the sink and I was rinsing a cup, and the thought came to me. Um you complain about something that you have, but losing it will teach you all that you had that you didn't appreciate. And some of the times we have these jobs that they might not be the jobs of our choices. That's not something that we wanted to do, but we're doing it because it puts food on our tables and it pays the bills. And every day we wake up, we complain about it, we complain, and we never stop to think, what if we were to lose this job? How would these bills be paid? How would I be able to feed my family? How would I be able to stand here at this present moment and complain about this very job that I depend so much on? Some of the times we need to take a step back and be grateful for our struggles, because the struggles that you think you have is a fairy tale ending to somebody else, and somebody else is wishing and praying for the struggles that you have, because theirs is worse than what you are currently facing. So no matter what you are going through, I'm 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 hoping that you find something to be grateful and to be thankful for. We can't always get up each day and grumble. We can't get up each day and be upset. Let tomorrow be the day that we get up and we just tell God thanks for all that He has done for us. Because not many persons are as fortunate as we are. I'm going to put myself in it as well. Not many persons are as fortunate as us, and we have to be grateful for our many blessings. Stacy said, "Oh yes, it will be chaotic." Stacy, I know. I mean, if you, I was in the supermarket today, right? And somebody had I think it was a dip or something like that, or season. I'm not really sure, right? And the person was asking her, "Where did you get it?" Because I was looking for it and I didn't see it. And she seemed as if she was indecisive, as if, sometimes you're thinking, oh, I didn't want to spend so much money, or maybe I don't have so much money. And best believe, by the time the lady placed it back where she took it up, not exactly where she took it up, the gentleman would just ask her where she got it. He put it in his trolley. So it is going to get chaotic, because everybody will try. Remember, the based on how the curfew information was passed out, it's going to catch some persons off guard, because even though it starts at 12 on Friday to the weekend, I think the following Monday or something like that, it would have resumed to normal. So persons are trying their best to make sure that they stock up on as much things that they can afford. And I don't blame them. Because if I didn't have to go to the supermarket, I wouldn't go. If I had it at my house where I had everything I needed, I wouldn't go outside because the driving is crazy, the lines are crazy, it's just the place is just miserable, and we can't blame people for that one. So we're gonna ask one more question before we close off tonight's live stream. One more question. And we gonna ask it in a few minutes. Let me try and find the question that I had written down that I was initially gonna ask for this evening's conversation. Stacy said it is a blessing. It is a blessing, sweetie. We gotta claim our blessing instead of arguing about something that we thought we should have had. We need to we need to be grateful. The final question for the afternoon is, what would it take for you to take the COVID vaccine? Final question, Mr. DJ Duward in the building, my very
What
special guest.
what would it
What
take from it?
would it take? What would it take
Yeah.
for you to take the COVID-19 vaccine?
No, it don't nothing for me to take. It ain't gonna be nothing for me to take, because
So
I
you
done
have
already.
already made up your mind.
I done make up my mind already, boy. I done make up my mind already to do take it. Whether they say I can't buy or sell, and not take it. I'm going down the road where the Bible says it. Have a time you won't be able to buy or sell. Yes. And I'm going down that road and I'm sticking by that.
So, DJ Duward, if they say, DJ Duward, you are not able to travel anywhere in the world to do your DJ gigs, you
I done
you would not take the vaccine.
I ain't taking it, no. Because even if I lose, you see now when you lose your soul here, you go gain it in heaven, So I banking on that, So they just the flesh here, So they could make they can't kill my soul, They could only mash up the flesh here, So they could do what they want. Yeah. I willing to give up everything not to take that, I willing to give up everything now. I willing to done away with society completely, Finish,
You're
No, I
willing to
serious, Yeah,
you're willing to go to the hills.
I mean, it's there with it. They say the hills you have to run to.
You're gonna go to the hills and
And done away
reside.
with society. You know why? Because I know this cell phone and everything is just material thing, and material thing just vanish quickly.
Well
Yes,
said, well said, well said.
yes. But a lot of people is going, when a lot of people realize that they can't go from point A to point B and they cannot go to dance and wine and they cannot get the nice thing, they're going to line up. They're going and say, if all you have it in tablet, give me, put it in my food, put it in my cigarette, rub it in my hair, put it in my shampoo. Because no, a lot of people drawn to materialistic things, Yes. Yeah.
It is It
No, that,
it is a really, 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 really sad situation. But we just have to cope as best as how we can. There is no wrong or right way to deal with this pandemic. There is
because
no one can tell you how to feel about something. We just have to take it one day at a time and pray and hope for the best. That's all we can do at this time. Just remember that if we are gonna go on the road, please remember COVID is still real. We gotta wear our mask and we gotta social distance. We also gotta practice sanitizing. We got to do our part. We got to play our part. We can't not be doing our part and then be blaming the government. We got to do our part, people. We got to do our part. The quicker we all conform to do our part, the quicker I think outside will be welcoming each and every one of us. I wanna go and have a nice meal. I wanna go sit down somewhere and spend money I don't have, but I'm gonna spend it anyway. I was just saying it to somebody the other day that the last time I went outside and stayed long outside was my birthday. I have not gone out and had a meal. I have not gone out and see friends and family in such a long time that maybe if I see someone now who is my family, they might pass me and I might pass them because we have not seen each other for so long. But we know it. We know the challenges that you're facing, but we gotta be safe. We gotta be safe. We gotta be safe.
Remember,
DJ
remember
Duard,
that.
as we wind
Yeah.
down, please give your final thoughts.
Yes, remember, we not going back to no normal, So if a man
Yes,
feel and I
DJ
walk,
Duard, you have already
yeah,
said that, and at first I
yeah,
did not believe you,
we
but
going back to normal.
I'm starting to.
Yeah, we
I'm
not going back to
starting
normal.
to.
We not going back to no normal. I tell you, I done draft
I'm
up this whole
starting
thing.
to believe
We
you.
not
I'm
going back
starting
to
to.
normal. We not going back to normal. There's
I'm
no
starting
normal
to believe
again.
you, DJ
And just
Duard.
now, you see the physical money will be there no more.
I'm starting to believe you,
We go,
DJ.
you know, in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
In America, it has some stores not taking physical cash again.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we know you're forgetting. This is the whole plan thing. We have to, how you want them to fulfill this plan that we're not bringing here? They have to pull up this pandemic for order for we to go paperless, cashless, and for them to get total control of the people. This is
Oh
a
my.
plan thing. Yeah, I know, but a lot of people ain't seeing it yet. But you see, when it go be too late for a lot of people. That the time they done in the new world already. Because
Well,
because because listen, when Biden swaying, right? A lot of things Biden done change already. Do you know it a transsexual children and what kind of thing to go in school now in America?
mm-hmm.
So you know that could go up now.
As we said earlier, God is near. We just gotta we gotta make ourselves right
No, we
with
live in
them.
we live in revelation right now, so we can't do nothing about it. All you have to do is don't get caught up in foolishness and
No, no.
no, don't get
Try
caught
to
up in
live a
fool.
positive life.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, we
yeah.
just want to say thank you to all those who have stopped by. Thank you very much to my very, very, very special guest, resident guest in the building, DJ Duard. You gotta check him out for everything musical. We want to thank Purpose Driven Farming in the City with Stacy, Kenny's Vlog, Tamara's Recipe, Jordan Hyman LFC, Shamari Carter, Coach's Desk. Thank you all so much for stopping by this afternoon's live stream. We will see you on Thursday afternoon for Talk Back Thursday. And I can tell you the questions that I'm going to be asking on Thursday is very, 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 very spicy. You don't want to miss it. DJ Duard, have a very blessed afternoon, and we'll see you
Yes,
on Thursday for Talk Back
yes, ma'am.
Thursdays. Have a blessed afternoon, everyone. Oh, somebody just joined late. Welcome, Mr. Jerome in the building. It's cruel bad, but don't get caught up in it. We won't. All right, we just want to say thank you to everybody who came by. Thank you all so much, and do have yourselves a blessed and prosperous afternoon. This is the end of the afternoon's live stream. Thank you all so much for stopping by and sharing your views on the topic. What are your thoughts on the new COVID-19 restrictions. I want to say blessings, love, peace, prosperity, and purpose to everyone. Have yourselves a fabulous afternoon. See you when we post a video tomorrow that you don't want to miss. See you back on Thursday for a live stream where we have Talk About Thursday, where we reason on a very interesting topic. Please remember you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Facing Reality 7. Please make sure all your friends and family members are subscribed to Facing Reality's channel. A positive message awaits you. Stay blessed, be blessed, and be encouraged on your journey.